Here he comes. Speedy Gonzales. How far is he going to get down? Oh! Not as far as he'd like. Here he comes. Whoa, that's not the right direction.
I think I'll walk the rest. That's everything wet.
And this is where we are. Show you inside now.
What's going on?
What's it?
I'm sorry.
It's a nice lounge area. The fire. That's the dining room. We have our food. Into the room. Bit of history on the walls. I'm not interested in that. There comes Dad. Ooh, just saw him. Our room number 6. Impossible to open key. Maid's been again. It's our room. All our kit. Sorry, Mum, bit of a mess. And the bathroom here as well. Which is fine, nice shower. Lovely view. The blinds are open. Nice ride through the forest with our leader, reindeer.
Will they be like last year's young? Like this one here is no
I think they are males. This is a male. Yeah, they already dropped their antlers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so how often do they do that then?
How often do they drop their antlers? Once a year? Once a year. Yeah.
So if we find some, we can keep them?
Yeah. Yeah, lots
take
of
home.
people find it and they keep it. Yeah. Petri is also a cold Sami.
Is it what?
A cold Sami. You have different kind of Samis here. Yeah, Inari Sami and cold Sami.
Yeah.
Like around Inari there are lots of Inari Sami. But cold Sami are used to live more in the Russia.
Yeah.
And are Orthodox, but because of the war,
Yeah.
Finland had to give some land
Yeah.
to the Soviet Union. So lots of Finns and also Skolt Sami used to move to Finland because they were apparently happier with living in Finland than in the
Because his
Soviet Union.
features are slightly sort of
Asian.
middle Russia, like Kazakh or,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
as Azerbaijan kind of features,
Yeah.
you know. So, Yeah, and he's tempting one over.
In we go to the reindeer herder's house. It's very short people.
I think Norway style is another way of saying Kakanda.
What style have you adopted? That Norwegian style or Finnish style?
It's a Texan style.
It's Russian style.
Right, where is he?
That away.
It's the big one.
Oh.
No one's called the tree.
No good.
Put them up.
It's a mouse.
Here's one I caught earlier.
At least we weren't very hungry for lunch.
Who's next?
Okay, so before was actually the corral where they bring the reindeer before they sell them, and this is actually the house now.
Become on the year stages. But it will take like 2 or 3 years before they are able to do that. The white ones are not actually very natural because in summertime they are very visible for predators. So
So then they will not survive long in the wild.
no. Well, they are taken first.
Natural selection means that they won't be around then.
These are also male reindeer.
Huge antlers.
The
Careful,
old one
they
they used to use for
can
the rally.
spit
Well, the old
their
90
antlers
Oh.
through your hand.
I don't,
Oh, I
yeah,
bet, yeah.
could be it.
Have you had it
Well, they used to
before,
use in the
like
60s
here?
and 70s. It was
Mark,
the old
That's like the
rally.
when I was in Norway.
An old church. Well, probably quite a new church actually. Every building is maximum 60 years old, 50 years old. Because all the buildings in this part of the world were destroyed by the Germans, the giants in the war. And now we find ourselves an hour south of Nelim, in a place I can't remember how to pronounce, beginning with K, where we've just spent the night in a glass igloo, which looks like one of these, but actually is one of these. It's a very good structure, slight design flaw that you end up with ice and snow on top of it, but can't have everything, can you? Really cool. Let's have a look inside. Use sledges to drag the luggage around. It's a bit like The Hobbit, this, isn't it? It's very low. Really cool inside. So we could see the night sky last night and beautiful stars. Unfortunately, no northern lights, but never mind. So 2 beds with this funky gizmo to raise and lower, raise the bed so you can sit in comfort and watch the Northern Lights. And then there's the bathroom as well, which Dad is just photographing for posterity.
Always can't always be a photo of the toilet.
It's a great deal of privacy afforded by this toilet. Plenty to bash your head on. And that's it. And the weather, it's really warm as well, and the weather slaps you around the face as you come outside of the cold. Right, off to sledge with our luggage.
So we've been out for a walk this morning from the Igloo Hotel, following the cross-country ski route. We've done how many kilometres, Mark?
6.4.
6.4 kilometres. Been walking for 2.5 hours. Come across a few skiers. Just light snow at the moment. Temperatures -5, -6. Hopefully we'll be back in the next half hour. There we go, 360 degrees and back to square one. Where's Mark, you might be wondering? He's over the hill, just taking it a bit slow. Actually no, really he's standing behind me. There's some skiers coming along. Let's go. Where are they going? There they go. There they go. They'll probably fall over now. Oh, I've got to move out of their way. Well, if they don't fall over, I will. Let's move over here and take a picture of them. I'm sure they like being on camera.
At last, some friendlier looking ones.
Bearing in mind this is a cross-country ski route, and they've said that walkers aren't allowed. So
I think you'll find they said you'll be fine. No one's ever complained. Feel
Yeah.
free to walk the ski route.
there we go.
Rather impressive ice carving here. Don't know how well you can make it out. Santa Claus. Grounds of the hotel we've been in tonight, last night. Oh, there's a...
Can't see this.
There we go. Very nice. With a glass teepee there. That's probably the end from us, is it? Maybe one last toboggan run. 3, 2, 1, bye. You would have enjoyed that.
Okay, the slalom run take 2. Harrison Jr. on the track, ready to go. Any last words to say before you do the slalom run?
Viewers will notice I go a lot faster than you did.
And this probably means that Mark might go up to even 3, possibly 4 miles an hour. But anyway, off he goes. And that's it, out of view, and listen for the smash as you go into the toilet block. It's good fun though. So, the slalom track here, about 200 metres long. Mark Harrison attempt to break the record of doing 200 metres in less than probably, I'd say, 30 minutes. Anyway, he's getting ready for the off. Here he comes. And he's off. Well, I say he's off, he's on. There he comes down the first bend, coming to the first bend. Needs to take it quite steeply, maintain the speed of 3 miles an hour. Well, he seems to have cracked it. Now coming around the last bend, he's going fast, he's going to break the record. Here he comes, and just missed the record. Record stays with El Harrison, who beat his record by 10-15 minutes. Hey, victory!
Dad wanted one last go on my sledge because it's a lot faster. Personally, I think it's just the way I was driving it, but
Ta-da!